Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back for another video this week because I wanted to show you off a little something I got. Something off of, if you remember way back in December, I actually made one of these 2017 things I wanted to get list. And look at number 4. We've got Mage, numbers 2 through 11. We can put a little check mark next to that one now. There we go. Rather than cross it off, I put a check mark so I can. Matter of fact, I want to put a number 12 on there now because I want Uber 1 through 27. I'll put Uber 1 through 27 at the bottom just because that's actually the next thing I want to get. But I got these ones kind of on a whim, only because let's see, these were the original ones I had. That's the issue 1 I bought off the shelf way back in 1984. And then though I liked it, I didn't get it on my pull list and went away to college and missed out on issues. And I really didn't pick it up till I got issue 12. I got these out of like the dollar bin in 1986, I think it was. 13. 14. And 15. That's the end of the first Mage series. Like I said, I picked up issue 1 off the shelf, and then I think the next issue I saw was like issue 5 or 6, and I was like, and in those days, if you missed issues of indie books, there was just no place to get them. So I never got them until years later, when I was still in college at another school, and I saw those in the dollar or the 50 cent or even a quarter bin it may have been. So I grabbed them on impulse. And then, luckily, Mage was one of the first comics to come out in a collected edition. So I got this one it first came out. Nice oversized collected edition from Starblaze Graphics. And incidentally, if you want to read Mage, you can still get these oversized collected editions on like Amazon used for, $5 a piece. But there's 3 volumes of those. There's number 1. There's volume number 2. Not a great cover on that one. And there's volume number 3. And this actually, volume number 3 collects the issues I had. So I didn't actually get this volume number. I bought this one used at Amazon like 10 years ago. I think I paid $6 for it shipped. So I was like, you know what, I want to get volume number 3. So then this year, as I was putting together my list of things I wanted to get, I said, let's try to track down those issues of Mage, the individual issues that I never had. There's also, a lot of these have Grendel as a backup. But I picked these up, shipped on eBay for $25 for the whole set, which I thought was a good deal. All 15 issues. There's issue 1 again. I don't think it's in as good a shape as my issue 1, but I don't think you're going to, I don't need super mint condition ones. There's issue 2. I'm just getting them just for the heck of it. Oh, nice cover on issue 3. Issue 4. One of the ogres. There's issue 5. Issue 6. Issue 7. Looks like we have a new Kamiko trade dress on this one. Issue 8. Let's put all these back now. Issue 9. 10. There's 11. And there's where I picked off, so I have doubles of these ones now. 12. 13. 14. 14 looks a little more beaten up than the others. And 15. And 15 is double sized. So I think there's a fold out in 15 too, if I remember correctly. What's interesting about these is I actually like these either either this trade printings or those printings rather than the later image printings when they redid the color. And I have to show, and it's funny here, let me open up this one. This is from the second Mage series, the very last issue with this special acetate overlay cover. Look at that, fancy, huh? I think this came out in the late 90s. But you can see this is, they basically kept this is how they recolored it too. They kept it fairly simple with a little airbrushing in it. But still, that little bit of airbrushing, like, you know, look at that airbrushing down on his arms right there. It's kind of pointless. And they recolored the whole first series like this. And I actually prefer this coloring, which has a lot more texture to it. Because this was all colored with an air marker, which is sort of like the poor man's airbrush. It just blows air over a marker, and the marker then splatters. So you could do all these airbrush effects. But it's got a lot of texture to it. And I find it funny because I guess they recolored all this stuff, you know, because it looked, I don't know, didn't look like comic book coloring from 1997. But now, comic book colorists are so good using textures and things that this coloring actually looks more modern to me than the recoloring from 1997, which now looks old-fashioned because it just has a few cheesy airbrush effects in it and stuff. Like there we go. There's a couple cheesy little glow effects. They don't even do that anymore in comics. They're a lot more sophisticated with their coloring now than simple Photoshop glows and simple, you know, Photoshop airbrush gradations. So it's funny that the stuff that was recolored looks, you know, more old-fashioned than the original stuff. But anyway, there's just a quick look at Mage. One off my list of comics I wanted for 2017. Let's see if I get any others.